Hi everyone, this is Danielle Sullivan and this is the wedding between Jett and Roshani. Hi everyone, my name is Danielle Sullivan and I'm a registered civil celebrant authorised to conduct marriage ceremonies in Australia in accordance with current laws. I would like to thank Jett and Roshani for choosing me to be their celebrant today. It is both an honour and a privilege. Now before I get started, I'd just like to go through some safety aspects of the ceremony, and this is where I talk about the fire evacuation plan and all that kind of stuff. This will also be an unplugged service, so could everyone please turn off your phones while the ceremony takes place. Thank you very much for that. Now I would like to take a moment to thank everyone for being here, especially for those who have travelled very far and beyond to witness this beautiful occasion. Roshani would like to thank her mother and sisters for attending the wedding. They have travelled from India to be here, and I'm sure Jett and Roshani are thrilled that you could be here to witness this event. Roshani's mother from India would now like to start the ceremony with a prayer to Ganesha. This is where the mother would come up and say the prayer and do what she needed to do. Now that that's finished, so thank you Lolita, that was beautiful, and she would sit down. Now I'd like to take a brief moment to tell you a little bit about Jett and Roshani. Roshani and Jett met while they were both in India coincidentally. Roshani was there on personal business and Jett was there working when their paths crossed. They then realised that they had so much in common and they did live really close by in Australia. They came back here to where they caught up, and I guess you could say the rest is history. As everyone is aware, we are here to share the marriage of two very special friends. More than a ceremony, this is a significant moment of celebration and personal commitment. The essence of this commitment is the taking of another person in their entirety, as a companion and as a friend. It is therefore a decision which is not entered into lightly, but with great consideration and respect. From this day forward, you will become closer than ever before. You will promise to love one another in sickness and in health, for better or for worse. But at the same time, your love for each other will give you the strength to stand apart to seek your unique destinies and goals. The nature of love is unselfish, understanding, kind and ongoing, as long as it continues to be nurtured. Now for the good bit. I am duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. Before you are joined in marriage in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I am to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are now about to enter. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is a union of two people, to the exclusion of all others, voluntarily entered into for life. Therefore, I now ask, who brings Jett to be married to Roshani? Phineas Michael Roberts stands up and says I do, as well as Hank Norman, he stands up and says I do. Thank you, and please take a seat. Everyone, I now invite you to witness the wedding vows that Jett and Roshani will make to each other. Could you hold your hands? So this is where Jett will say what he needs to say, and then we take turns, and then Roshani will say the same thing. Okay, this is the legal part, so Jett, I need you to repeat after me. I call upon the persons here present